Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the GlocalMe Numen Air 5G hotspot and compare it to the Mini Turbo version which I reviewed previously. But before we do that, make sure you hit the like, subscribe and bell icon button to be notified of my new video. The Numen Air is a very small hotspot device from GlocalMe that you can take with you anywhere. In the US, I take it with me if I'm going into the mountains or other areas where coverage might be spotty. I also take it with me when I travel internationally because not only it provides reliable and fast coverage, but also guarantees fixed pricing. It has a built-in cloud SIM, which will select the best signal network without roaming charges. You can also use it with a physical SIM or an eSIM that you buy with or from your favorite provider, but I highly recommend that you stick to the cloud SIM. And that's because it gives you constant connectivity and it does not rely on a particular provider's coverage. If you use it with a specific provider SIM, then you're really leaving yourself vulnerable to the provider's coverage, and that's because if the provider doesn't have a good coverage in some areas, so will you. But if you use a cloud SIM and you get a data plan from GlocalMe, then you really don't have that issue because the cloud SIM is going to select the best signal network and will constantly monitor for signal speed and strength and will switch provider as needed to always give you the best coverage. And the best part about that, you never have to pay any roaming charges. You only pay for the plan that you bought with GlocalMe. So now let's do a quick comparison between GlocalMe Mini Turbo and GlocalMe Numen Air. The Mini Turbo is a 4G hotspot. Numen Air is a 5G hotspot that's 15 times faster than 4G. It also has 30% lower latency than 4G. Both Mini Turbo and the Numen Air comes with a 1 gig of free data for 90 days. Also, they have a promotional plan right now for Christmas where you get an additional 8 gigs of free data for 30 days. You can get that for one of the 3 regions, either North America, Europe, or Asia. Now, both devices have a 2.4-inch touchscreen and has a coverage in over 150 countries, roaming and SIM-free. The Numen Air supports 16 simultaneously connected devices, and the Mini Turbo supports 10 simultaneously connected devices. The Numen Air has a battery life of 12 hours, and the Mini Turbo has a battery life of 10 hours. The Numen Air has a download speed of up to 2.5 gigabit per second, while the Mini Turbo has a download speed of 150 megabit per second and an upload speed of 50 megabit per second. The Numen Air comes in black or red color, while the Mini Turbo comes in black or white. The Numen Air weighs 194 grams or 6.87 ounces, and the Mini Turbo weighs 129 grams and 4.58 ounces. The Numen Air was released on May of 2022, and the Mini Turbo was released in September of 2021. As far as data plan, GlocalMe offers various plans that suits everyone's needs. You can get it in an increment of 1 gig, 2, 10, or other available options. You can also get it for an increment period of 7 days, 10 days, 30, and 180 days, and so forth. In conclusion, both GlocalMe Hotspot will meet your needs, but the Numen Air is the latest, which is 5G capable, and it gives you 15 times faster speed than 4G. Both support cloud SIM, physical SIM, and eSIM, but I highly recommend using the cloud SIM. Hopefully this review was very helpful. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel and make sure that you hit the bell icon button to be notified of my new videos. If you have any questions or comments, write it down below and I will respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you and Happy New Year.